Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Now, did you know that public procurement actually accounts for a massive chunk of our global GDP? I know, it sounds like a bunch of dry, bureaucratic paperwork, but honestly, it's kind of a secret multi-trillion-dollar engine that literally dictates the survival and prosperity of our neighborhoods.
So let's start with a little thought experiment. I want you to think about the invisible link behind every single essential service you and your family rely on every day. Seriously, what's the shared DNA between the clean water flowing from your tap when you wake up and the life-saving medicine waiting for you at the local health clinic?
Well, the answer is government procurement. It's this powerful, hidden force that's supplying our classrooms with textbooks, making sure we have safe drinking water, stocking clinics with vaccines, and paving the roads we drive on. It is absolutely the foundation of modern community life. Here is our roadmap for today. 1. The hidden procurement connection. 2. Inefficiency means communities suffering. 3. Procurement transforms our communities. 4. The Sentinel Effect. And 5. Real-world success stories. All right, let's jump right into part 1, the hidden procurement connection, the blueprint of daily life.
Every single time you turn on a faucet or drive down a paved street, you are literally experiencing the end result of your tax dollars being converted into tangible resources. Just look at these everyday connections. The government has to procure all the complex pipes and filtration tech for your water. They use competitive bidding, which basically forces companies to offer the best quality for the lowest price just to get the right books into your kids' schools. They award the contracts for the asphalt on your street and the essential medicines and rural health units. You're constantly interacting with this massive procurement ecosystem without even realizing it.
Moving on to part 2. Inefficiency means community suffering when the system fails.
Now, here's the brutal truth. When procurement is plagued by corruption or mismanagement, the equation is incredibly simple. With every essential public service inefficiency, the community suffers. It directly translates into dilapidated infrastructure, terrible health outcomes, and completely wasted funds. But on the flip side, when you inject integrity, transparency, and fair competition into the mix, communities flourish. We see true social progress, proper budgeting, and drastically improved quality outcomes. I mean, it's a night and day difference for our neighborhoods.
Which brings us to part 3. Procurement transforms our communities from blueprint to reality.
Just look at this before and after. Imagine the day-to-day difference between navigating a muddy, pothole dirt track versus driving on a smooth, concrete paved road. This isn't just about pouring cement, right? It's about properly channeled public funds actively connecting people to jobs, to schools, and to each other. It totally transforms a struggling area.
Or how about this one? Consider the sheer impact when a dilapidated, overgrown shell of a building is transformed into a modern community clinic. Because this project was actually built on time and within budget using a transparent process, it instantly restores hope. It drastically improves local health outcomes for families who, might have previously traveled hours just for basic care.
And this right here beautifully illustrates procurement done right in education. We go from a completely abandoned, unsafe schoolyard with broken swings to this vibrant, modern classroom facility. Ethical bidding and proper contract management literally build futures, making sure our kids actually have a safe, equipped place to learn.
All right, let's look at part 4, the Sentinel Effect, guarding public funds through community oversight.
So, how do we make sure things go right? It all comes down to something called the Sentinel Effect. Basically, it's the concept that strong oversight, transparency, and accountability act as a protective force over public spending. And the coolest part? It shifts the monitoring responsibility away from distant government officials and puts it directly into the hands of the local people, which is huge for preventing waste, fraud, and favoritism.
Think of it like a core formula for success. It relies on residents treating procurement awareness almost like a vital community survival skill. When you combine that active watchfulness with open transparency, it creates this massive protective barrier. It deters dishonesty and ensures that the project actually serves the public interest rather than someone's private pockets.
And you know what? The real-world data absolutely backs this up. When we embed stakeholder scrutiny into the process, infrastructure defects just plummet and project completion rates soar. It guarantees that active community participation leads directly to better quality outcomes and ultimately collective prosperity for the community. Contractors are held strictly accountable, quality materials are used, and budgets stay on track.
Let's wrap things up with part 5. Real-world success stories. Community wins.
Take the Harmony Oaks Community Complex, for example. This is a magnificent example of urban renewal, where local voices actively demanded transparency. They literally turned their vision into a brilliant, tangible hub for everyone. By keeping a close eye on the procurement process, the community secured an environment that genuinely serves what they need.
And check out this beautifully executed rural health clinic. It's a total testament to what happens when a community watches closely. No cut corners here. Just collective prosperity and a vital asset delivered exactly as promised to improve rural health access.
Seriously, if you take away anything from this explainer today, let it be this undeniable formula. Transparency plus community participation equals better public services. That is the ultimate equation for collective community prosperity. When procurement works, communities win.
Which brings us to our final question for you. Which of these essential services matters most to your community right now? The blueprint for a better neighborhood is literally written in public contracts. The only question is, are you going to let someone else read it, or are you ready to step up and become the sentinel your community needs?
Please follow, support, and share this advocacy. Thank you for watching.